Yo guys, what's going on? Robert Warshak here, and I've got you a nice spicy deck that you're not going to see a lot on ladder, but does take your opponent by surprise, does get you juicy wins, and is very fun to play. We're going to be taking a look at some of that Highlander Quest Control Shaman. Yes, it's that good shit, don't you guys worry. So with that, we're going to cover the deck, each and every card in the deck, some synergies within the deck, and then we're going to head into some games, some epic games. You guys are going to see the deck in action. Hopefully you guys can replicate the funness I had with this deck on ladder, maybe even climb some ranks at the same time. So with that, let's take a look at the deck. Corrupted Waters, obviously it's a Quest Shaman deck. The key is to be able to play 6 battle cries. You get the new hero power, and the hero power basically propels you to the end of the game and just grants you basically infinite value because doubling battle cries is insane, especially looking at cards like Shudder and Lackeys and Zephyrus and all that good stuff. Earthshock, there's a lot of priests right now, surprisingly. Reborn's a popular mechanic. Death Rattle is always a popular mechanic. And also taking a look at mechs, you know, when they magnetize, being able to Earthshock those guys down and putting them in their original form and them losing out on all of the magnetize is really good. So Earthshock, super sick right now. Sledge Slurper, basically any strong battle cry that I could find that's good in this meta, I threw in the deck. Because it is a Highlander deck, it was kind of hard to make sure I had all of the cards needed to be able to still give the deck enough value in early game, but also enough late game with the hero power and whatnot. So Sludge Slurper Lackeys is good. Even though he got nerfed, you know, a little bit ago, he's still like a fantastic card to play with the Battle Cry deck. Evil Cable Rat, again, Lackeys are good. Lackeys are just insane value, especially if you can get like the Draconic Lackey in the late stage of the game. Get an extra Alexstrasza. I mean, it's just stupid. Evil Totem, again, generating Lackeys is good. Moving to Explosive Evolution, new card, so I like to put it in here. It was between this and Mutate. I tended to move towards this just because the +3 in the early stages of the game is like really good on stuff like Cable Rat, Lackeys, Novice Engineers. If you like Mutate better, you can replace it with that, but Explosive Evolution was all right. Licensed Adventure, obviously we play the quest, so if you control a quest, you get a coin. Really good in the early stages of the game. Menacing Nimbus. Good battle cry because he puts an elemental to your hand. Elementals generally also have battle cries, so he's kind of helping propel the battle cry to complete the quest early. Plus, Zephyrus is an elemental, so getting Zephyrus off of Nimbus is sick. Novice Engineer, good draw mechanic. Questing Explorer, how do you not play this in a quest deck? Sandstorm Elemental, early game clear. If we use this alongside of our hero power, it does 2 to all of our opponent's minions, which is super sick. Witch's Brew, it's good healing. We can use this in the early stages of the game. It's good to weave into turns. So we have 4 mana left over. We need to heal for 8, super sick. But in the later stages, it can heal up to 20. Zephyrus, obviously a Highlander deck. We're gonna run the best card that we can. Bog Slosher, so really good to use on cards like Zephyrus, but ideally you can also use it on other things like Questing Explorer in the early stages of the game. Don't always think that you have to use it on Zephyrus, but it is very good on Zephyrus because being able to like hero power, Zephyrus, Bog Slosher, Zephyrus, and then you basically get 4 Zephyrus picks, which is just stupid value. And then on top of that, when you play your Shudder, it's gonna recast all of the Zephyrus that you played, so you get even more Zephyrus procs, which is insane. Looking here at Lightning Storm, mid-game, early game removal, super solid card. Not my favorite AoE because I think like the difference between 2 and 3 damage is so big sometimes. It's such a poorly designed card, but we kind of have to play it. Mind Control Tech, we run Quest, we run Mind Control Tech. If our opponent has 5 minions because they're a good player and they play minions, we decide we want a hero power, play Mind Control Tech and take 2 of them because it triggers twice. Plague of the Murloc, super good in this meta. There's a ton of really big minions out there, a ton of really annoying Death Rattle minions. There's priests, and being able to turn everything into Murlocs, then go ahead killing those Murlocs, ruins the Resurrect package, gets through the big minions. Overall, really good card right now. Scoundrel, really good in the early game. It's a 3 mana 2/3. You get to discover a spell. Most of the time, Shaman spells are pretty good. The later stages of the game, you get 2 spells, and if you don't like what you see, you can get a random one. Poacher, very good right now. Tons of people running Dragon, looking at the Dragon Hunter and the Druid decks, and being able to hero power and play a 4 mana 12/12 with Rush if you've completed your hero power by then is incredibly insane. Hex, just good in general. Just deals with a big minion. Life Drinker, really good as well. Hero power, Life Drinker is 6 damage you heal for, 6 damage you do. Great healing, and it's a big life point swing. Sky Captain Crag, of course we run Quest. He's a battle cry. We get a 4/2 parrot. We get 2 of them if our hero power is complete. Also, Shudder is going to copy the parrot as well. So when we play Shudder, we actually have a card that has a rush immediately, so it helps us deal with the board state. Piper, I found that this deck was having a problem in the later stages of the game draw because of how aggressive decks are in the early game right now. Like, we used a lot of our resources. Then when we finally completed our quest, we had like 1 or 2 cards in our hands. So being able to play like Novice Engineer, Piper, stuff that generates spells, stuff that generates lackeys allows us to kind of like always have stuff going on and cards entering our hand or us generating minions. Faceless Corruptor. There's a lot of small minions in the deck, and being able to transform one of our 1/1s or 2/1s into a 4/4 with Rush is insane. Former Champ. So this is an interesting one. Again, I'm looking to cards that kind of get on the board and show value. So Former Champ does that. I also wanted to use one of the Mutate or the 2 mana basically evolve card onto something, and Former Champ is one of those targets that, like, in general, being able to mutate this guy or evolve him into something bigger like an 8-drop with a new card is solid as well. But Former Champ, by no means, if you don't like the card, you don't have to put him in here. I just thought he was a little bit different, and he is pretty good. Haggis' Scheme, our mid-game removal. The longer this is in the hand, the more damage it does, and so ideally not top decking this when we need it is ideal. We want this to be sitting in our hand, so it's definitely a keep in the mulligan. Earthquake, late game removal, does well against Death Rattles and Reborn minions because it does the damage in 2 separate times. It's also really good against Snip Snap. Walking Fountain, really good heal, really good card in general. It's kind of hard not to play a Walking Fountain in a Control Shaman deck. We have Dragon Queen, stupid value, alongside Zephyrus. Of course, this is why we play the card. And looking at Shudder, because we run a Battle Cry deck, he replays all of our Battle Cries. When we play this guy, we're going to do a shit ton of damage, we're going to get a bunch of minions, and we're going to fill our hand with stuff. So this guy is just like insane stupid value. Quick shout out, we don't run Snip Snap, and we don't run Ziliax because neither of those cards have Battle Cries. And again, we want to complete the quest as fast as possible. Rob, why don't you play Invoke? That's a Battle Cry. I don't want to make this an Invoke quest deck. I don't like that kind of build. If you want to go for that, that's a totally different kind of deck than what we've got going on here. So I think that's going to cover all of the questions I can think of right off the top of my head. If you have any more, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I love answering you guys and seeing what you have to say about a deck because that's where I get more ideas from. And if you do like the video, you do like the deck, you like what you see, throw an upvote, throw a comment in the section below. KekXD is good enough for me. Really helps the video out. Seriously, guys, can't thank you enough. I say this every time, but seriously, it's so awesome. Like, the channel's like doing fantastic because you guys are cool. So with that, let's head into the games and enjoy. How do you manage to enjoy yourself while streaming and competing in Hearthstone? Well, I don't compete, so that's probably why I enjoy myself. If I were to compete in this game, I'd lose my fucking mind. There's no way I can take this game serious, like a tournament serious. Like I could take a tournament serious, but like if that was like my job was tournaments, I would drive myself crazy. Like if you're gonna compete, it should be like a very small part of what you do. If that makes sense. Walking Fountain is really good, but he doesn't help our whole Battle Cry package, and we have to play him later on, and the Witch's Brew can be weaved into turns we may not have like good stuff, while Walking Fountain's like a whole thing in itself. But if I were to put in Walking Fountain, I would take out Unseen Saboteur. But Unseen Saboteur is cool, so we leave him in there. I'm so excited. We hit legend today, boys. It's always good. It's always a good day when you hit legend, right? Now we can play some terrible decks. Where did my music go? Where did my music done go to, boy? Get some of that music, boy. Whenever I play next is gonna complete this quest, right? He's playing a Face Hunter, which means I should probably just... I should hero power, play MC, just go face. And then I want to save the hero power with the Titanic Lackey together. Also, I'm lining up for a Plague of Murloc into a Lightning Storm next turn, because when he pops this, which I believe he's doing this turn, or yeah. So whenever he pops the Leper Gnome, instead of taking 6, I'm gonna Plague of Murloc that turn, and then I plan to Lightning Storm to clean up all the Murlocs. This is fine, whatever. I actually may Plague now that I think about it. I don't have a good way to deal with this. Hold the phone. Oh. Yeah, baby. Now that's what you do if you're a good player. So what is this, a freezing?
Your wish is my suggestion.
Zephyrus, hero power into flare. What do you mean? It's not gonna give me flare? It's not giving me flare, bro. Holy shit. I mean, this is pretty this is pretty fucking memey, dude. The double 1 mana 5/6s. What the fuck just happened this game? Holy shit. That was lit. Yo, Jen with the follow as well. Welcome. Welcome, user. So it was just tough. I took out Saboteur, hit Priest, but that's alright, right? I think if we play that matchup, most of the time we win. Alright, I'm interested to see how this plays out. Because theoretically, between Hex and Plague, and then possibly Zephyrus to like polymorph stuff too. See you later, Dyslexian. Thanks for hanging out, man. Oh yeah, Piper is a card that I wanted to put in chat. A Piper. Piper was the card. Oh, he's a bird deck? Oh, he makes my job easy. I hex that now.
Of course it's the right way.
Two 1-cost spells in my hand are like Earth Shock and shit, right? But Nidhogg is good because of the hero power and like all the dudes, right? Go Nith. He's an interesting one. I once saw a man shuffle 30 copies of the bird into his opponent's deck. Yeah, that's insane. That's insanity, bro. That is crazy. Is this where I start attacking face? No, right? I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, whatever. This game's gonna have to like try to end sometime, right? We basically have coin, our hero power coin Zephyrus. We actually could just Zephyrus next turn for Bloodlust and win. I don't see mass hysterias here. So if I go hero power Zephyrus, I should coin first, right? Because then it'll find Hex. So coin, hero power, Zephyrus, Hex. Alright, cool. Have fun with the frogs, bro. Have fun with the frogs, bro! You trying to give me albatrosses, trying to give me them birds. I don't do none of that shit. You know who you get? You get Froggo. Ew, Froggerino. Little Frogalito. We just have so much fucking value. Yeah, so next turn I just drop Alexstrasza. No, I could actually go Nithhogg, right? Or should I just do this? I should just do this. Dude, this is fucking cruel and unusual punishment. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bruh. Bruh.
It is finished.
No, let me get the eggs. I need eggs. Egg babies. Holy shit. Americans say plague dead weird. Plague of death? We say that weird?
Watch your
Really?
For Doomhammer.
I still want to put Piper in here, boys. I just don't know what I take out. Any suggestion? You think we take out Poacher? We might actually take out Poacher. I just felt like with hero power, Poacher, right? He becomes a 4-mana 12/12 with Rush. You know what I mean? I just thought Poacher would be yummy. But I want to put in Piper. I want to put in the Bully. Like, there's so much stuff I want to do. And I just don't have enough cods. Maybe I don't need Witch's Brew if I run Walking Fountain. Or like I pick Witch's Brew and or Walking Fountain, but not both. You know? Rockbiter's probably the best pick here, right? Stormbringer's meme.
This wasn't on the map.
Rockbiter was the best pick. I picked the Stormbringer because it's a meme. What about Gala for the extra armor and stuff? Nah, because then we gotta run all the invoke cards. That's too much. And then it also overrides our quest. Definitely not what we want to do.
This wasn't on the map.
Hands up my dice.
The reason I don't trade is because if he daggers, that's basically his entire turn. If he daggers this, I guess, is he really going to trade the 6/5 into the 0/2 totem? Unless he has a backstab. Okay, so he's not daggering. 6, that feels so fucking good. Holy shit. Damn, dude. No rush lackey, no damage lackey.
On wings of evil.
I mean, we have to kill the Edwin, right? I mean, maybe not.
This wasn't on the map.
Could try to be greedy with it.
Hands up my dice.
I'll hit once just to try to play around Fan, but Parsa. The bald, the beard. What's up, homie?
I will act as your skin.
All right. How alpha are we? Should I pick up 3 legendaries or should I draw 2 cards? I'm alpha. Hell yeah, brother. We alpha as fuck. What's up, dog? What's up? This is whenever I heal. Yeah, so I actually can get his divine shield back with Witch's Brew and Life Drinker. It's fucking disgusting. It's been a weird game, man. It's a weird deck. It's definitely a funky deck. Wait. Okay. I guess I hold Dragon Maul Poacher for when he gets the Draconoid Lackey. Seems funny. Bruh. Really? Openly plays into MC Tech. Alright, dude. Let me, Oh. Bog sloshing the Shutter. I can't play him for 2 turns, though. That can't really be worth it. Come on. Ugh! Alright. I've got to... Alright, yeah. Alright. It's gonna be a weird one. God, there's so much I need to do. Because if I go... Shutterwork, bounce him... No. Do I just hero power and use him now? What do I get? I haven't life drinkered. I scoundrel. I don't think I generate that many lackeys. I do kill most of his board, though. It doesn't really do me that much, because we haven't played Zephyrus or Dragon Queen. This seems like so low impact. Maybe it was like Walking Fountain, but I wanted to set up the life drinker so I can hero power Shutter so it triggers twice. And like, we haven't drawn any of our removal. No Hagatha Scheme, no Earthquake, no Lightning Storm, no Zephyrus. This is a field clear.
Your presence offends.
It's so much stuff. Bruh.
Your presence offends.
My hand is too full.
You are too late. His return is not.
Makes 8/8? Whoa. Oh, he was drawing Gala. Okay, I thought he was making the dragon. Okay. Okay. His Galakron's 3 too. So he's trying to invoke this turn. Shadow Step? Yeah, dude, Shadow Step. That's the play, dude. This game is getting a little intense here. Look, we have so much shit in our hand. I just... yeah. Play a dragon. Play a dragon. Please play a dragon. Please! I need to poacher your ass, dude. Bro, play a dragon. Oh, no. He's doing everything but playing dragons. He's creating dragons, but he's not actually playing the dragon. I don't think there's 1 mana dragons. Right. He doesn't have coin anymore, so that's his entire turn. Shadow Step Galakron? Okay, that's fine. Or Shadow Step Kronks, that's fine. Backstabbing his own minion to make room. Fine. Alright, play this guy. Give me good shit. Please. Alright, those are the most 2 useless. This is the actual worst dragon it could create, and this is the most useless dragon it could create. So, fucking... That is so annoying. Like, this is actually useless, and this is the worst. This is the lowest statted dragon in the game. Couldn't have asked for worse. Unless we get 2 Deathwings. Then that's actually worse. face with me. Alright, so this is hero power shutter, right? I mean, there's a good chance that like there won't even be enough room in my hand for the dragons. So what if I just play walking fountain? I don't feel like that's high impact enough. I feel like I'm just dead if I do that. What if I just play shutter and then I bounce shutter back? Kind of the same thing.
I wonder. My jaws that bite, my claws that catch. My hand is too full. There is little time.
I don't really want to overload next turn, because then I can't replay shutter, but it should be fine. I also was thinking about the Frost Shock, but I didn't have enough mana to play it. If I could have Frost Shocked him this turn, I would have. To stop him attacking from the Galakron weapon. He also has 10 cards in his hand, which means if he Galakrons, he overdraws. So he has to play stuff before Galakroning. So it looks like both of our hands are just filled with stuff. Yeah, that's not even close to what he needs here. He needs more than that. Gives it taunt, doesn't matter. We're hexed out of our mind. Bringing back the spell power, dude, that's fine. I don't give a shit about that. I'm gonna overdraw. As long as it's not Zephyrus, that's fine. So cards we're always playing is this. And then I'm playing a card he can't target. And then I want to hit him in the face with my biggest stuff, right? So this can go here, this can go here. And this goes face. Okay. Yeah, there's 8 cards in his hand. So it'd be Galakrons. He just needs to use 1 card in Galakron, which is easy for the rogue because he's filled with lackeys. What are we playing? This is some Highlander Quest Control Shaman. Second sap. Galakron. We also know he has Kronks in hand too, but he can't play it because it costs 4 mana. I'd really like this guy to play a dragon. Alright, little does he know, he made it so I don't overdraw now. Have a nice field clear.
Double time and double pay.
Best draw any minion. We're gonna see Kronks here. I guess we might be dead. If he has Kronks, Leroy, all that good shit. So if I go hero power this, I have enough mana to play this. But this weapon is what's kind of annoying here. He hasn't played any dragons, which I don't understand. His lack of dragons is disturbing.
You are too late. His return is nigh.
Summon an 8/8 dragon? Yes. Now that is something I can stand behind.
The light bends.
Okay. This actually might just be a plague turn, like a Murlocs here. Because if I go hero power into this, right? Like I have some mana left over, but I can't kill everything, so I think it's Murlocs. He got some he got some very high statted Murlocs. So I've got to play the spell power guy and then a lightning storm. Holy shit, his Murlocs were fucking insane. Am I a little bitch for being like roughly 500 legend, still playing a tier 1 deck this late in the season? Nah, you're top 1k legend. You just out here, dude. All right, I can't heal next turn, so I really hope he plays like a dragon. Come on, dude. This is his 3rd dragon he's generated. He's not playing any of the dragons. It's crazy. Bruh. How do you not play any dragons? Your hand has 4 of them.
We must stop this corruption.
I am running out of cards.
They're all death wings. No, seriously, he's got more than 4 dragons in his hand. His hand is just filled with dragons. To the brim. I just hope I'm not dead here. I used a lot of damage to do this, so there's no way I'm dead here. You get a vis, but I don't think he does. Lackey, no, this is fine. All right. All right, question chat. Do I ever Earthshock this, or do I play Adventure? What would be a card I would want to Earthshock from his deck? Snip Snap? What does leaving this up represent? He already played Wiggles. He already played Shadow Step. He already played Kronks. So he has basically Leroy, Avis. Leroy, Avis is 14. That's 15. So I guess he would have to like, yeah, I should probably kill it. And then do I Slurper? Probably not.
I am out of cards.
Bro, he like, how does he not play any dragon in his hand? There you go. Holy shit, dude. He refused to play dragons. Finally, we got this guy. He's cashing in on some of these dragons. And I can take advantage of this cashing in. I'm cashing in now, bro. I am the cash casher. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I am cashing in. I believe in miracles. You sex, eh? Alright, there we go. Now this is a board I can stand behind. And I'm overloaded so I can Coolio for 10 damage. What is this? We have 14 damage burst right now. What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh, I see. I said I see the value, chat. I said I see it. I done see it. Randomly generated 14 burst for 6 mana. I could stand behind this. Can we spend 15k points to make Chava do 15 push-ups? He'd tell you to fuck off. Fuck off! He says that those are not my bingo bucks, he says. We took him out, boys. Holy shit. Now that's a game.